What's going on, guys? It's your boy Corgi here. I'm here with my good friend Mason Lee. He just got 18th place at the Greenville, South Carolina Regional, playing what deck, sir?
I played Swordsoul this weekend.
Hey, that's a good deck. Let's take a look at what you were playing this weekend. I'm sure people want to know.
All right, most of the standard, but we'll get into it. So
Sure.
3 Moyi, best normal summon in the game if you ask me. 3 Longwan, GOAT. I'm playing 2 Taya. I know some people are playing 1, but they're just hands where you need to see a 4 sometimes. So I like playing the 4. Worst card in the deck if you ask me, Ecclesia. It's really great going second. That's why I'm only playing 2. The problem with Ecclesia is it's not a worm and it's not a sword soul name. So if you see Ecclesia and Moyi, you can't go reveal it off of Moyi. You need a Tenyi or something else in hand. So it's not inclusive of your play. It doesn't. You need something else to play the game.
That's fair.
But it's really good going second. So if I know I'm going first, I'll side it out. But we keep it in going second. So that's that. Now for the Tenyis, 3 Asuna. It's the best one. Everybody should know what it does. 2 Bashuda. I like 2 Bashuda because it doesn't start your plays. Asuna is a little bit better. I think everybody knows that. I know a lot of people are only playing 2 at Hara, but I really like 3 because if you want to do the actual Tenyi plays without having to do your normal summon, you need to see this one so you can special it from hand. And you can always dump this one in grave to start your plays. So I like playing the extra just to actually see it in my hand. And it's really good for grindy games because it's extra recursion. And then the 1 Shatana.
We do like Shathana here. Very good card. Very good card.
Shatana plus circle, game. That's all I'm going to say. Then we're getting into the hand traps. Got 3 Ash Blossom. 3 DD Crow. That's the only monster hand traps I played this weekend.
All right. Seems pretty reasonable.
And 3 Emergence. And I played the 1 Sacred Summit. I feel like it's just a really good top deck in the middle of the game. Kind of can bring you back at Chichao, a Moyi, get you back into the game. It's also really good going first because it is a name. And there are plays where you can extend with this and end on Chichao, Berserker, and whatever 10 of your choice. And I think that's really strong. So
Always searchable too if you need it.
yeah,
So.
definitely. So I really like it. Then 2 Circle. This card was really good all weekend. I felt like it felt like it was always in my hand at the right time when I needed it. Whenever they would go to Veiler or Imperm your Moyi, just getting to chain this punishes them so hard because they're down a card, and you get to tribute the. Another thing people don't realize about this is it searches any worm, so you can search Longwan, Taya, Moyi. You don't have to just search a Tenyi. You get to tribute that, get the token, get Shathana, play the game. It's really good.
Another way to out Mystic Mind too if you need to clear your board.
You can if you have a Chichao and the 10 on board, you can link them in the Shaman and tribute that, get rid of mine. So I really like that. 2 Vessel. Vessel's not as good as Circle, but Vessel does start your plays. Vessel plus Asuna, you're playing the game, won't have any problems. It just helps set up follow-up too, so I really like it. So that's most of the Tenyi cards. Then we're going into the rest of my spell lineup. 3 Forbidden Chalice.
All right, tell us why you like this card.
So my logic kind of going into this list was when I played this deck last format, I played Nibiru and a lot of the more power cards. And if those cards go off, they feel really good. But the problem is this deck is mostly 1 card that play off of themselves. So I wanted every card to be impactful and do something on its own. So I was originally playing Talents, and it's good against Despia in certain matchups, but this card's really good going first or second. You can play the Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Show if you'd like that, but there are certain matchups like Fluunderies, which I expected a lot of this weekend, which I did play, which this card's better because they're never going to special summon, and this going first, if you go first, you can set this, you can Chalice their Robina, their Eagle, stop their play. Go in second, and it helps you deal with the Impin, deal with the I challenged several berry statues and just played the game. So this card's also just not once per turn. So if you draw multiples, you can just set multiples and play the game. It's really good against stopping Alibur too, because it puts them into a situation where they have to have branded fusion, and then you still get to save that Ash. So it was really good for me all weekend. I really liked it.
Sounds good to me.
2 Desires. Best card in the deck. I don't know what to say. This deck's one that really likes its resources. So just always seeing more of those is good. You play multiple 3-ofs, all your important stuff, so you don't care if anything gets banished. I didn't open this card a lot. I top decked it in very simplified game states.
Oh, so you're the sack master.
Yeah, I topped it for turn, played it. They didn't have the Ash, and I just won the game. It was really good. Then the one of Called By, I think I played it once this weekend. I did. I played it once and it literally won me the game. So shout out. But in testing goes a lot better. But this was a card I sided out a lot. Just made going second really easy. Just an easy side out. 3 Imperm. So the rest of my hand trap lineup. Just really solid card. And 1 Blackout MVP. Best card in the deck, honestly.
Sounds good. Can we get the extra deck?
Sure. Pretty standard stuff. Triple Monk. Really only used 2. There was like 1 or 2 games where I needed a third, but everybody should know what that is. 1 Shaman. I made it, I think, once all weekend, and when I did, it was really good. I helped it. It used it out of mine, because we had the same number of monsters on board. It was also good going second because I had double monk, so I could just swing with a monk and pop a card. So got value off of it that way.
A broken combo.
The Yang Zings, Yazi, Baxia. I didn't summon this card as much as I thought I would. I expected to play a lot of Despia, and that's kind of how I built my list. I expected to play Fluanderies and Despia all day. That was where I went to the tournament. And I didn't play a single Despia, surprisingly. But, we played a lot of Flunderies. I played some D-Link Adventure. I played some Eldritch. And, this card was good against Eldritch. And I made this the pop... I popped something. It was a Floodgate or something. I think a Rivalry, or I don't even remember, to tell you the truth.
Nothing just helps out Floodgate.
Yeah,
so
I popped a card, got to play the game, so it was really good. Then 2 Chichao. You only need 2. Everybody knows what it does. It's also really good because I had a situation where I didn't have the circle. My Moyi got Valor to Impermed, so I was able to special Longwan, get the token from deck, and use the token from the Longwan to make Chichao, banish the Blackout from deck, and then make a 10 still. So it's like I didn't get to set the Blackout, but I still got to punish my opponent and set up my negates. Berserker, MVP of the weekend. Every time I summoned this card, people had to reread it like 2 or 3 times. I summoned this against Eldritch. I beat over his Lord and attacked twice, and he was just like, it attacks twice. And I'm like, yeah, it's really good. And then he picked it up, read it, and put it back down. So on the next turn, he went to go Lord effect in the graveyard. And I banished it with Berserker, and he was like, oh, it does that too. And I'm like, yeah, you can like read it again if you want. And he was like, no, let's just go to game 2.
free dubs.
Crimson Blader, this is my flex spot. My logic was that it would be really good against the Mirror, Despia. I almost summoned it against Eldritch, but we didn't need to. It's good in theory, but I never made it. You can play this or Dragite, but I felt like this just locking up the game would be really good, like beating over a monk in the Mirror. Then Chaofeng, this is also an optional card you can cut, but I saw some people were playing Drytron again, and I was like, I just want to keep it in case people are on Drytron. It's just an auto win against that deck.
Yeah, just make it and lock them out of lights.
And then the 10s, I didn't summon Chinging all weekend. Card's still really good though. So against Flunderies, you're only going to summon these 2. This card's good because whenever they summon Impin, if you have it in defense, it's not only just huge, so they have a hard time dealing with it, but their birds get banished when they leave the field. So that'll trigger the Chinging and they can banish their Impin. So they kind of have to play around that, and not a lot of people, forget about that interaction. But Baron's really good too against them. Just get to negate their stuff. Pop cards is really good going second. This card's insane. In every matchup that isn't Fluanderies, just getting to burn them for 24, denying them of 2 resources is crazy. People also forget that if you make this first, before you make your Chichao, you get to draw an additional card, which is more likely to draw you into a hand trap, a chalice in my case.
Just floodgates game 2 and 3. So.
Yeah, your side card's really, really good. I had a game where I was going first against Dragon Link Adventure, and I was debating on which one of these to make, and earlier in my combo, he ogred me, and I was like, I think more than likely, since he's playing ogre, I'm gonna make just a call and think that he's playing some sort of punk adventure deck, and I was right, so it felt really good playing this with that information, and he couldn't play through it a hand trap and Chichao, so that game was easy, and that's the extra deck.
Let's blow to the side real quick.
Alright. So I side really heavy for Despia, so 3 anti-spell, 3 D-barrier.
The auto win cards. Gotcha. Very good.
You just this card's insane right now. Literally the best card in the format. You want to see it against the mirror. It helps stop a lot of the punk decks because they can't play through half their extra deck. So they're only limited to a Scythe combo at that point. And if you just have like Imperm Chalice, that combo's done. 3 Lightning Storm. Really good card. I thought about playing Raigeki last minute instead of this, because of the restriction this does have. But when I played this against Eldritch, it was game over, man.
Gotta have the blowouts.
I had
trap decks.
I had it and Twister, and it was just GG because I blew out his traps, attacked over his Lord, and when he went to his next turn, because I couldn't kill him, I had set the Twister, blew out his last 2 traps, and he just extended the handshake and draw and Lockbird.
How good was Droll this weekend?
In the matchups I side this in against, it was insane. It's literally how I won my last round against Flunder. Crowd literally does nothing against that deck, unfortunately. It hits at least something in every other deck. That you can banish the Foxy Tune so they can't bring it back. It's really good against Despia. It's even good against the mirror. You can banish the Teenies and whatnot. But this card just kind of auto wins against Flunder. You just chain it to the Rabina or the Eaglin. They can't they have to have specific cards in their hand to play through it. And so this is just the easy side out for the Crows and these. It's really good card.
All right. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I like the shout out Heroes Hideouts, my local shop. Want to shout out the Ghost Gaming team. That's proud to be a part of that. We also sell cards on TCG Players, so feel free to find us on there. Just Ghost Gaming TCG. Want to give out a shout out to the boy Ryan Owens. I told him I would. I was really thirsty after one of my rounds. I didn't have enough time to go get a drink. So he said, "Here, I want you to have my Dr. Pepper." So he sacrificed his Dr. Pepper so I can make sure I stayed hydrated for the rest of my rounds.
Hey, gotta have it. Gotta have it.
I want to shout out the Field Center and the Token. We summoned this all day. Another thing I wanted to add real quick was Chalice was a call against Token Collector 2. It outs that card so you can play the game. So I felt like it just answered a lot of the things this deck has weaknesses against. But yeah, I had a really good time playing this deck. I think it's really solid. And hopefully it will stay good in the next coming formats. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for giving us the profile. Hope to have some more videos up. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Corgi signing out.